Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. How are you all? Yeah, I hope you are in a good condition. You are fine. Okay. Well, for this meeting, we talk about professional teaching standards. As a teacher, later on, you need to know some standards to be a professional teacher, especially to be an English teacher. So, you can categorize professional by having these standards. So, what are they? Okay? Don't skip this video. You follow, and I hope you understand some standards that you have to get in this semester for your better future as a teacher later on. Okay, we come to the definition first. Competencies that teachers have or not to acquire or develop. And then, statement of teacher professionalism articulated in terms of teacher knowledge, teacher skills, and teacher disposition according to Kuhlman 2012. Most commonly describe the skills, knowledge, and value for effective teaching. Capture key elements of teacher work, reflecting their growing expertise and professional aspirations and achievement. Make explicit and intuitive understanding that characterize good teaching practice and enable this to be widely shared within a profession. I hope you know the concept of professional teacher. We start from the competence. Now we continue to the 5 domains of TEFL English Foreign Language Teachers Professional Teaching Standards according to Kuhlman and Knezevic 2013. Okay, what are they? 1. Language. 2nd, culture. And the 3rd, assessment, instruction, and then professionalism. So this is the domain. Well, language as a system, language acquisition and development. Next, culture as it affects students' learning. It means that culture will affect your students to learn. You can see like Batak culture and other culture, they have a different ways, a different habit in learning. ESL and history, professional development, partnership and advocacy. And then assessment. We have already talked about assessment in last meeting. And then instruction. Instruction, it refers to plan, implement, and then using resource. It means that you need to give a professional instructions in order to plan for standard based on ESL and content instruction. Implementing and managing the standards based ESL and content instruction. Using resources and technology effectively in ESL and content instruction. Well, why standards? Because in standards, it is to communicate the roles and responsibilities of teacher at various stages of their career and to improve the professional standing and status of teachers as expectations of the school system change. Standards guide pre-service teacher education and professional development system to guide teacher certification. Later on, if you are categorized as a professional, you will get a certificate and you will get some money since of your certificate. To assess the effectiveness of the different elements of the teacher development system, guide teacher performance management and progressions to higher levels or pay, and to manage unacceptable conduct. So this is the reasons why we need standards of professionalism. Educational reforms in Indonesia from 2003 until now. Let's see the background. In centralization, example national curricula educational under Mike and Mora, teachers equal teaching staff and teaching equals occupation. Now we can see in reformation movement, it is already changed. The amendments to the 1945 States Constitution's Amendment, Constitutional Propositions for Education, National Education System Law 2003, Decentralization like KTSP. Now, teachers as professional educator, teaching as professions. So this is the background of certification of teacher. Professional of educators, teachers reforms. Now let's see the teacher reforms. Teacher and Lecture Law 2005. In service teacher certification programs since 2007. Portfolio assessment in service professional teacher training program, certification through direct conferral in service professional teacher educations, pre-service professional teacher education program since 2013. Successful participants obtain the GR professional title. It means that in front of the professional teachers there is a title like GR. Okay. Professional educators monthly allowance. So this is the teacher and lecture law professionalism from 2005. Well, Ministerial Regulations, National Education Minister Regulation number 16 2007 on academic qualification and competency, which is abbreviated become TQ&C standards. Okay, for teachers, the key undergraduate, the qualifications is undergraduate S1 or 4 years diploma in teaching obtained from National Accredited Teachers Education Institution LPTK, include like UHN also. Yeah? The competency here include the pedagogic competence, personal competence, social competence, professional competence. There are 4 general competencies that the teachers need to have. And then core and subject specific competencies. So this is the specific one, this is the specific, and then this is the general. Okay, now let's see the teacher qualification and competency standards according to Permendiknas number 16 2006. We can see here teacher competency, teacher qualification, and competency standards. It is general core. Let's see the competencies. There are 4 competences. The first it is core pedagogic competence, and the second core personal competencies, and next core social competencies, and the last professional competencies. So here the standards, general standards for a professional teacher, especially for TEFL, English Foreign Language. So what are they? For pedagogic competence, teacher is familiar with psychological, moral, social, cultural, emotional, and intellectual aspect of students' characteristics. Teachers is knowledgeable to the theory of learning and the principle of educational teaching. Teacher is developed the curriculum related to his or her subject or field of development. Teacher conducts pedagogical teaching, and so on. I hope you can write and try to remember this general core competencies. Okay, after knowing the general core competencies, now we come to the specific competencies. Teacher competence and teacher qualification and competency standards. Subject specific competencies according based on English language teachers. It means that English teachers possesses the knowledge of the various linguistic aspects of the English language, like linguistic, discourse, sociolinguistic, and strategy. Have a good command of spoken, written, receptive, and productive skills. Receptive mean here it is reading and listening, and then productive English it means speaking and writing. Okay, have a good command of spoken, written, receptive, and productive skill. English in all its communicative aspect, like linguistic, discourse, sociolinguistic, and strategic. It means that as a professional teachers, and what standards that English teachers ideally should have, you already know, for general and for specific competencies. So standards equal professionalization. TEFL teaching equal profession. TEFL teachers equal professional TEFL teachers. Professional TEFL teachers and professionalism need properly developed qualification and competencies standards. It is to indicate that if you are already as a teacher later on in your future, you need to improve your professionalizations. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment because it is free. I hope you have already known the concept of standards for general and specific. Thank you. See you in the next time. Stay healthy.